14. Your first alert weather with meteorologist Ben Terry.
All right, looking at some viewer photos sent to us this morning from up in Vernon Parish. Jessica Carpenter said she had a little frost, and here's her photo that was sent in. You can clearly see that frost on the ground. And then on her way to work this morning, she saw a little bit of that fog in the distance. This was up 171 toward New Lano. It almost looked like some smoke there. That's what we call ground fog, and that's as a result of that cold air that we had in place. It gets right down to the surface and results in fog development there as we headed through the morning, but it was really low to the ground. Here was a look at our Westlake sky cam. A beautiful day ahead. In fact, we're only bringing in just a few clouds now on into the afternoon. Visible satellite is clear. We're looking at a temperature right now of 61 with those north winds now at about 10 miles per hour. Key here is the winds expected to shift back around to out of the east tonight, and that means that temperatures may not be quite as cold when we wake up tomorrow. Still, we'll need that coat because we're still going well down into the 30s and 40s, but I don't think we'll have as many areas seeing frost by the time you wake up on Friday. So looking at the changes right now, we have high pressure overs. That's why we're so quiet. Nothing going on now, but back off to our west, we're actually going to go ahead and track that for you coming up. Rain chances will increase. In fact, we're going up to 90% both Saturday and Sunday. And that first round of rain may get here Friday night. Here it is, the weekend wallop. Showers will begin to arrive Friday night as this upper disturbance moves out. There will be a big upper level low back over the southwest, and these disturbances will be ejecting out ahead of it. The first one gets here Friday very early in the day. Our RPM model is showing the potential for some embedded heavier rain at times with this. That disturbance moves over our area, but just in time for another one to arrive as we go Saturday night into Sunday. So this may provide us with multiple rounds of rain as we go through the weekend. I do expect there to be some slight breaks in this at times, but as far as knowing exactly when those will occur, it's just almost like trying to track when a band of rain moves in off of a tropical system. It's almost nearly impossible. So we'll carry high rain chances, pretty much 90 to 100% through the day on Saturday and into Sunday. Finally, by Monday, this all clears out. So we're talking about potentially as much. I know earlier I was talking about 2 to 4. I have upped it a bit. I'm going to go 3 to 5 inches of rain possible, and this would start, like we said, Friday night, and the way things are shaping up now, continuing through the day Saturday with some occasional breaks, and then for Sunday. And by the time it moves out Monday, I think some areas will have the potential for seeing as much as 3 to 5 inches. This is one computer model run here. It's showing mostly southwest Louisiana, keeping it at around 3.5 to 4 inches, and it's pegging areas up near Shreveport with some of those higher totals. And that'll be good for us because if you keep in mind that we've seen that deficit of rain now since the beginning of September with that drought bringing us at almost 7.5 inches below normal. Problem is if it falls hard enough, I think we may reverse that drought and talk about a little bit of street flooding potential, especially with the leaves clogging the storm drains now that we have that colder air in place, and of course the leaves falling off the trees, and that all goes right down the storm drain. So if the rain falls heavy enough, it may result in some street flooding as we go through the weekend. Just watch out for it. I know there's a lot of Christmas events going on this weekend. Keep the KPLC weather app, and of course, we'll keep you posted, but a lot of rain looks like for the weekend.
Yeah, sure does look like a lot of events there, too,
Yep.
that might have to be canceled. At 9, now we return to the story.